We're going to create a proof of life spreadsheet. What this will do is we will have a do-get web app URL inside of our sheet using Google Sheet servers that will essentially, if we click that with the correct pin, it will set our status to alive and it'll set a date in C3. And we'll do this every month. We will essentially check first, is this set to alive? Then if it's not alive, we'll destroy this sheet. If we are alive, it will set a new pin and then set D2 to unalive and then send the email with a URL and the pin. Thus, having a loop which essentially says, send the email. If clicked within 30 days, all is well. If not clicked within 30 days, we're going to destroy this sheet. So let's start at the top. Let's create a do-get. This is going to be extensions app script. And here we'll actually write the function do-get. We will write a URL here. We need a parameter from that URL, which is the pin. So it'll be url.parameter.pin. We'll create this URL later on in the app script. But for now, that's what we need to get. We also need our original pin. That's going to be spreadsheet app.getActive. Spreadsheet get range, actually get sheet by name. We'll go back here. We'll call it proof, get range. It will be E2, get value. So we will have a pin there. And if pin is equal to original pin, meaning we have the correct pin, we will set this D2 to alive. So we'll take that spreadsheet app.getActive, spreadsheet.get sheet by name, proof, get range D2, and set value to alive. We'll also do one more thing here, which is set the date. This is a little bit unnecessary, but we want to keep track of when is the last confirmation to C2. So we'll do C2 and set value as new date. With save all of that, deploy new deployment. We'll select the type as a web app. We will execute as me who has access anyone. Click deploy. So anyone with that link can use it, and they're not accessing the sheet, they're just clicking the link, this web app URL. So this web app URL we can use later, but we can also get it, so you can say URL equals this. We can also get it another way, function get script URL, logger.log URL. Variable URL equals script app.get service get URL. So let's see if this script app.get service gets this URL. So we don't have to we might not have to copy and paste this. So it's function script URL run, and it's getting macros SAKFYCB. Looks correct. VM. No, it's not the same URL at all. So we won't use this script app.getService.get URL. We'll just use this URL up here. So now what we need to do is create the monthly trigger function, send proof of life. Let's go back here. We've created this, check pin, set D2, set C3, and now we're creating a monthly trigger. If not alive, destroy sheet. So the first thing this needs to do is check D2. And so we'll say variable status equals, and we're not setting the value, we're getting the value of D2. And if status is equal to alive, we'll do something, and else we'll do something else. So every month we're going to be doing this send proof of life. So if we're alive, we want to execute again those three things. We want to set a new pin, set D2 to not alive, send the email. But if not alive, we want to destroy the sheet. How do we destroy the sheet? 2 lines of code. Variable ID equals spreadsheet app.get active spreadsheet.get ID, and then drive app get file by ID dot set trashed. And we're going to set this to true. That's it. That's how you destroy this exact file that we're in right now if we are not alive. But if we're alive, great. We want to check again. Because we've been alive this whole month, we want to check one more time. So we're going to do set a new pin, set D2 not alive, and then send the email. Let's set a variable pin, math.floor. We can do something like 10,000 plus math.random times 9,000, 90,000. And this is going to generate a 5-digit pin. Again, we can create a little function, set pin, logger.log this, and then we can see what that does. Set pin, run it, and see we have 2, 4, 9, 10. We'll run it again. We're just setting a random number here. Cool. So that's going to be setting the pin. We need to actually put that pin somewhere, which is pin up here, which was E2 set value pin. At the same time, we will set to not alive, D2, and we need to create a confirmation link. So variable confirmation link equals, we're going to use this web app URL. We're going to concatenate / PIN equals, and then add a plus at the end. We need actually only one question mark, the new pin we created. So now we will create this URL here, set the pin, and then we will check here if that pin is correct. So if it's an old pin, then we won't set alive. Someone else has access to our email or an old URL. We need someone to send it to. So we'll say to is sheet app get spreadsheet, get owner, get email. We'll send that to Gmail app.send. We'll send it to the email. We'll have a subject, a body, and we will also create an HTML body. So we have our two already. We need a subject. Please confirm you are alive. Variable body equals, click the link please, plus confirmation link. Variable HTML body is a little bit more. Click to confirm we are for a break. Ahref equals, we need here probably single quotes so that we can plus confirmation link, single quote, target equal, like confirm you are alive. So we've deployed our do get. We now need to send proof of life. We just want to run this to see if it actually works first, unless we have some errors. So right at this moment, we are alive. We don't have a pin yet, but we will create that pin. Set a new pin, set not alive, send the email. So let's make sure all that runs. We got an email, and it says click to confirm you're alive. We have a pin here, 46557, and we can see in our URL that at the end it says 46657. We do actually need to open it in an incognito window. That's one weird thing about scripts. We are alive, last confirmed here. We do need to do one more thing just for confirmation's sake. Let's add a return 200. That means all is okay. And then else return 400. So let's save that and redeploy this. Manage deployments. We'll edit and set new version, new 200 return code. Click deploy. This will use the same exact URL. There it is. Done. And we are alive. We have a pin. We have last confirmed. Let's run it again just to make sure, like a month later, it's run. We are status not alive. We have a new pin. Check our email. We have confirmed you are alive. We need to open it in an incognito window, and we are alive. Last confirmed just now. This actually has a time in here as well. We do HTML service, create HTML output 200, and this will be 400. Let's update that again. Let's run it one more time. Send proof of life before we create the monthly trigger. There we go. We now have a 200 code. All is okay if we use an incognito window. But now we need to send this monthly. Send proof of life every single month. So over on the left side, click on triggers. Over on the bottom right, click add trigger. Which function to run? Send proof of life. Scroll down. We're going to use a time-driven event source, and we're going to choose a monthly timer. We're going to send it on the first day of the month, and we're going to send it, let's say, 5 to 6 a.m. Click save, and now we'll see our trigger here, and every single month it'll go into the sheet as if we were clicking run, and run it. We'll get a new email. If you want to delete this trigger or edit it, come to these three dots, click delete trigger, or edit it by clicking this pencil icon and edit it. Maybe you want to send it once a year or every week, whatever you want to do, or change the day of the month. There you go. This is a proof of life Google Sheet, and it'll be trashed if at any moment past 30 days we're running this. If we're not alive, we will trash this. Maybe we have some secrets here or some interesting stuff. So we've created a trigger. We've said if not alive, destroy. If alive, set a new pin and send us an email that we can check that we are alive. Send a new pin. It'll set the new pin, set not alive, and also have the last confirmed date and time here.